the shadows where we weave. Cat's voice spins webs of belief. Tarantulas with names like art. Science and spiders tear the dark. Whispered wonders in the haze. Youthful minds in their gaze. Spreading vibes across the air in this web. Nothing compares. Web wonders casting spells where dark truths and lightness dwell. Teaching you the planet's lore. Spinning webs forevermore. Scientific names roll on her tongue. Wisdom's lantern for the young. Tarantulas creeping through the stream. Now the pulse matches the dream. Spiders crawl.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Web Wonders. I'm your host, Kat, and my very special guest today, finally, a girl, Stephanie Tarantula Wood. Thank you for being on.
Thank you.
Yes. It's you and I think next week. So, okay, real quick, my chair squeaks.
That's okay.
Okay, so yeah, so I'm so happy. So you're on this week, and then next week is another girl. It's gonna be really, really interesting. So I'm really excited. But so for everyone watching, Stephanie and like everyone else in the hobby, we all have to start somewhere, right? We all have to start with a certain invert. So Stephanie, why don't you please tell us about
My mantis.
your mantis?
Get on the phone.
What are you doing on the phone?
I shouldn't have.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, he might try to say hi later. So,
Okay.
I'm sorry. What was your question?
It's so cute. It's just hanging there.
Yeah. Well, actually, it was dancing earlier to the music.
Oh, I heard they could do that. Like yeah, that is so cute.
I had him right here on this little thing, and he was just going like this.
Oh, what kind of mantis is it?
A giant Asian. Let me see the actual giant field mantis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So because of the name giant, do they actually like how big do they get?
From the pictures that I've looked up, they get about the size of your hand. So probably like, I don't know. That's probably like what, 5-6 inches?
About 5, 6, yeah.
5-6.
They stay. They stay green.
They come in different colors, so they can be like this one, typical green, pink, brown, beige. They come in like a variety of different colors. Is what I read.
Wow.
So.
See, I'm, of course, tarantulas and other inverts, but I've always been not afraid to get into the mantis. It's just I heard they don't really live that long.
Yeah, they don't.
No, right? Yeah, I would love to though. So
that was like the first thing I thought about too, because I was like, I get attached to my animals, so I'm like,
yep.
Am I ready to cry when it passes away? And honestly, like, I try not to think about it, but I'm just gonna enjoy the time that I have with them, just like any other pet we have.
Yeah, that's all we can do. I mean, not just that, but for me personally, I might sound weird, but I like to taxidermy my animals. And okay, this might sound a little morbid. It might sound a little morbid, but even for my cat, I want to preserve. Yes, I want to preserve his body, like his entire skeleton, his high. Like I love bones. I love skeletons. Like it's beautiful. It's such a unique thing. And especially like if you're in the hobby, you find that when you taxidermy them, they have a different, like you get a different outlook on it. And it's just so beautiful.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's funny you bring that up because I had just recently started like on my Instagram page, a lot of the oddity stuff started to like pop in my feed.
Right.
I was looking at like the skeletons and like they have shops, like they're making shops now where you
Mhm.
can go and learn, like take a class. At least over here, because I'm in Dallas, and you can like pay to make a class to like taxidermy some like basic stuff like bones and bugs and things like that, which I think is so cool because like you don't hear about that very often, but I can see how you could appreciate, I guess, the animal more, or you know, just the life in general. Like it doesn't have to just be when they're alive. So
Exactly. Yeah. So is that what got you into the hobby? So what actually got you into it?
so I've always loved the weird animals. Like I've always like for example, most typical ones are probably like possums, raccoons, obviously spiders, like things like that. Ever since I was small, but obviously because of how society conditions us with these different animals, like to be kind of cautious with them, I wasn't really uh sure about it at first, but then like about a year ago, or maybe more, like it started probably a year or two ago, I started to just get more curious.
Hmm.
And my curiosity just like I just started reading a lot more about it. I know it sounds kind of cliche, but like looking at TikTok videos, like
Mhm.
and like just looking at other people that own,
Mm.
I guess you could say, exotic, different type of pets. And the first one that really got my attention was the they call it the black lab spider.
The Yeah, the Grandma Solo Pulcra Brazilian Black Lab. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have that one. She's, I don't know if you can see from here, but she's like right there. She's
Yeah.
small. Um, but I just saw how velvety and beautiful they were, and then everyone said that they're really wonderful, like beginner tarantulas. So I just started to look into conventions because I read that like a lot of people sell
Mhm.
different type of animals at the like reptile conventions and things like that. So I just started like, I'm just gonna go look. Like at first, that
Yeah.
was my initial thought. I'm just gonna go look. Like I'm not gonna buy anything. I just want to go.
Yeah.
Typical girl. And then ended up spending like over $300.
Whoa.
And yeah, I spent over, because my other spider that I have that I bought with her was, let me get the correct name here, was the Grammaslota grossa,
The Grandma Solo Grossa. Yes.
the giant Argentinian
Mhm.
tarantula.
Yep.
But yeah, so I got that one and she was like over 200, but she was so beautiful.
What? Over 200 for
Mm.
a sling, like a baby, or?
Oh no, she's full grown. Like,
Oh, okay,
like
that makes sense.
in this one, she's about, I want to say this big. She's huge, but she's so fluffy, and
Yeah.
she has a little orange, not orange, like a reddish kind of orange bottom.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so those were my first two. But after that, it's like what they always say in the hobby, like it becomes addicting.
It does.
Like
It
one, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. It is an addiction.
Like once you like, and it's not, I don't think it's just collecting them, at least for me. That's so much fun. It's just learning about them, because it's like we don't get exposed to this when we're younger. Like we don't, people are like don't talk about these type of animals very often. So it's just like really interesting to like look them up and appreciate something that you don't see or hear about very often. At least not over here in the US. Like everybody,
Mhm.
don't touch spiders, they're all gonna bite you. They're all brown recluses.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
annoying. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate that because when when I first started getting into the hobby, it was years ago. It was a lot of like backlash on females, like girls getting into it.
Yeah.
No, why do you have to go that way? But then, a lot of people started getting into it, and they were getting into it, some for the right reasons and some for the wrong reasons. But
Mhm.
those who were getting it into the right reasons, look where we are now. We're educating people. And
Mhm.
that's the most important part. But not just educating people, but we're preserving and we're conserving these animals. And
Mhm.
that's like the biggest thing that we can do. So when you first started, what was like your first invert like that you got? Like
So,
your
so it was those two ones that I just mentioned, the
yeah,
black and my say it again, Grandma Slaughter Gross. Still,
Stella Grossa, yeah.
those are the first two that I bought. Um, and then I bought this one passed away because he was a lot older than I thought he was. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But I had Arizona Blonde was the next one that I got.
Mm-hmm.
Only lasted a couple months. It was really sad because he was the sweetest tarantula.
Yeah.
And then very shortly after I got into scorpions, like literally like probably the same couple months that I bought my
Yeah.
spider.
And you have your scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What kind of scorpion?
I have the true emperor scorpion. I think it's called the, I'm butchering the name, Pandinus
Okay.
Imperator, and then the Asian forest scorpion. And then I have two of the sand scorpions or dune scorpions. I cannot pronounce the name to save my life though.
That's okay. That's okay. For your scorpions, because I have an Asian forest scorpion. I have not handled it yet because it's so moody. How do you, I see your videos and I love your videos, and I want to also commend you for trying to say the scientific names because I'm really big on that. So good job.
I
But
try.
like what, how, like I see your videos and you handle so well. Like I love it. How do you do it?
Um, so the first time I was honestly scared, but like I said, I saw so many different people in different videos holding them, so
Yeah.
obviously it's possible. But I would kind of just like start reading about how to hold them. There's a lot of mixed information on that topic in general,
Mhm.
and honestly, like a lot of people say, handle at your own risk.
Right.
Like, but also important with that too is don't do it if you're scared.
Yep.
Want to be at like you want to be at a place where it's like you can handle it if it bites you or runs off or
Yeah.
does crazy, because if you can't, then I wouldn't hold it. But when I held my tarantula the first time, I think I was more comfortable because the person that sold it to me held it in front of me.
Right.
So I could kind of see what he did, and he had like a little brush and did all that. He said that he had handled her many times before, so I wasn't too nervous. Not my mantis looking at you. He's literally looking in the camera. Um, then with my scorpion, honestly, I didn't know that that particular species is considered very aggressive. But when
Mm.
I hold her, I didn't hold her for long because I was honestly more scared to hold these scorpions than any of the tarantulas that I have, because
Okay.
yeah, they're way harder to read their body language.
Okay.
Really important, obviously. It's the same
Yeah.
thing. You have to check their temperament, check.
Mhm.
They have mood swings just like people do, you know.
Wow. So I heard that they're kind of like intelligent, that they have some personality. Have you witnessed that?
Yes.
What?
So my Asian one, she's mean. She's also pregnant though, or we think she's pregnant. um, she's really mean. She doesn't like to be I've only handled her twice since I've had her, because the other time she did pinch me. Like I was wearing gloves, but like she was pinching the gloves, and I'm pretty sure she would have stung me if I kept holding her. And
Oh.
my dune scorpions are actually really laid back. They keep their tails flat when I hold them. I've probably held them a lot more, but they can be skittish. And
Mhm.
also, I would say they're very similar in tarantulas in the sense of like they all have different personalities too.
Yeah.
Because one of my other, emperors that I had has a completely different personality than the male that I have.
Right.
Way more moodier and skeptical, and she was like the sweetest little thing I'd ever held. So yeah, they all have their own personalities.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like that. That's one thing too that people don't really, they overlook it, is when they think spider or tarantula, like, oh, that's a dumb thing. It doesn't have a brain, or no. These, that's what we're here to say, to witness and to tell people that yes, every one of them has a personality. Everyone has their own individual intellect, their selective collective brain, but so I like that. But when you first started, what were the things that you had to prepare for?
I would say space is is very important.
Yeah.
When you start to get into a hobby, you don't realize sometimes how much space it takes. And even though they're small animals, they end up taking up a whole corner.
Your whole show becomes one big
This
giant
whole corner
closet.
not full yet. I have more space, okay? I can see more space.
Oh, okay. Good.
But like honestly, there's other animals that I want, but realistically I have to think of like the happiness of the animal, and I don't want to get a certain size like tarantula or a different species of animal if I can't give them the adequate space that they need.
Right.
So I think that was something that you gotta because I live in an apartment right now that I've kind of had to accept. um and then another thing I would say that's interesting about learning with I guess the hobby
Mm-hmm.
is sometimes when you set an enclosure, you need to change it more than once to like help the animal adapt better or to like get them settled in.
Yes.
Because I had that issue with one of my scorpions. My emperor has been picky, so I've changed his enclosure a few times so that he's not so anxious.
Mm-hmm.
And then with my grandma Slaughter,
Grandma Stella,
grandma
girl.
Grandma Stella, she
Yeah.
had to change hers about 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's way more content. So I think that's something that probably people overlook a lot is they don't realize the animal's not happy or stressed, and it could probably cause, you know, probably them to die or
Yeah.
things like that. That's a
Yeah.
massive
Yeah, you're totally right about that part, because when I first started getting into the hobby for the tarantulas, we only had like two two sources to go to, either arachnoboards online or books, and a lot of that stuff was outdated. I mean, a lot of the stuff was really good. Don't get me wrong, a lot of people had good information and a lot of insight. But I just thought, you just put dirt,
Mm-hmm.
little bit of coverage, and you're good. No, there's a lot of stuff that goes into these enclosures, and I just, over time, I progressed and stuff like that. And now we have not just me or people that we look up to, that we can look at their enclosures. Your mantis. I can't take it seriously. It's so cute.
I want to get him off, but he likes to look at the phone. That's my fault for letting him out.
Wait, is he looking at it this way or at you?
he's look he's looking at the screen.
Oh, okay. Because it kind of looks blurry, but it's so cute. All I see is like this little green thing going like this. It looks like a snake.
Oh no, I lost you. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Let's see where you went. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Okay, I got him off.
Oh, okay. Wow, so tiny, but then like on the screens, like this giant thing.
He actually molted recently. He was actually twice, like maybe half of half of his size. So these things grow.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me. Okay, so everyone who's watching, please go check out Caveman Reptiles. Go on my Instagram. Go follow him. He's on my Instagram. Kyle Musi. He has mantis, centipedes, or tarantulas. Go check out his website. Hi. Let me check the comments real quick. I'm so bad at that. Like, I just don't look at the comments. So real quick, let me just check the comments. La 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 la. Hi, hi, say hi, hi, hello, 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 hello. Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. So yeah, what were we talking about?
Uh,
Enclosures.
yeah.
Yes, enclosures. I forgot what I was going to say about enclosures. Oh yeah, so when you first started, how long did it take for you for your enclosure game to step up?
I only started, I want to, or officially started really getting into it last year in about October, August ish, around that time.
Mm-hmm.
When I got into my scorpions, I think I really started to pay attention more, just
Mm-hmm.
because they're very elaborate, the ones that I have, and I didn't know that they needed so much humidity and things like that, and so I started to become a little more like into what they need. I guess you could say as
Mm-hmm.
stepping my game up. I guess
Yeah.
I feel like it's a learning process though, because I've only been doing it for a year. So I mean, there's probably so much more that I could learn from. You know.
Yeah. And you don't really need, well, yeah, you can go all out for them and do like this fancy big enclosure. They really don't really need that much space, but you could do either or. You can do like a basic setup and they'll be just fine as long as you give them what they need and what they require. But you can also, go all out. But when I go all out, that's more for me, for like my pleasure of looking at it. At the same time, they get both of both worlds, if that's the phrase. I like using that analogy.
Are you,
But
sorry, go ahead.
no, you're fine. Go ahead.
Are you saying like when you say go all out? Are you meaning like you make it more elaborate, even though they might not need it? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, like space wise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, and decor, maybe a little bit, safe decor. um like I've seen a lot of people, they do like movie theme enclosures. I was like, that is so cool. And like, have you done that?
I did once. I bought some. Uh, they were like little Halloween gravestones. Stones. I put them up, but I had that in I call her Nightmare, the Brazilian black one. I had that in my little gravestones. They were like this big.
Oh, that's
And
cute.
for this lady, she also had a gravestone. I took it out. I don't know. I'll probably put it back in later, but I do have some cute ones outside of their enclosures, just little tiny ones,
Oh,
like this little bat
oh, that's so cute.
and this little I don't know, witch's brew or something.
Okay. Oh,
Um. Oh,
yeah.
and then yes, I do have one I could show you that I've done.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say this is maybe going all out too much,
Uh-huh.
but I thought it was perfect for my dune scorpion.
That's the desert one.
Yes, this is the large desert one that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Martini's crawling on the fake butterfly, but
Yeah, I see it.
this is like a little stone from Arizona that I
Ooh.
put in here because I was like that matches the desert theme, and
Yeah.
rocks and some sand. But
Mm-hmm.
this is a fake plant here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I guess some what I've done.
Yeah. Can I give you
Yeah,
suggestion?
please.
I can't say that word. Um, so for one of my, well, I do this for all of my tarantulas. I give them a little foam pumpkin, like it's like a ball, but it's a pumpkin. And so for my Acanthus geniculata, the Brazilian white knee, she plays with it. Yeah, she rolls it around. She every time I put it somewhere, she takes it and she puts it somewhere else. Like she literally plays with it. And it's the cutest thing ever. So if you find them, the little pumpkin, they're like tiny foam decorative pumpkin thingies.
Okay.
Yes, get it. They will play with it.
Where do they sell those?
Dollar Tree, like yeah, like maybe Christmas tree shop or Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you have that store.
No, we have those over here.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, like Michael's, what's that other store? It's like Michael's. It's kind of like that. Yeah,
Joanne,
so
but I think Joanne's is going out of business.
oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, so if you find one of those little, even just like a ball, like a little ball, they will play with it. It's the cutest little thing.
So cute.
Yeah. Um
That you have, is it an active one or is it kind of like?
she they're all basically pet rocks, but they are very food aggressive.
Mhm.
I don't know. She just sometimes when she gets in the mood, she just plays with it. It's like really rare that you see them, but when I do see it, I have to record it and it's on my Instagram somewhere that she's playing with it. It's really cute.
I need to see this.
Yeah. They're like little puppies. Like some of them are puppies and some of them are little kittens. It's really cute.
Aw, that's adorable.
Yeah. And that's a lot of stuff that people didn't really expect. Like I didn't expect when I first got into the hobby is how interesting these tarantulas can be and can get.
Yeah.
So what's something that you didn't expect?
I didn't expect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't expect them to be smart enough to know how to get out.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I will admit that I'm not perfect. And one time, for my Hades down here, my Emperor Scorpion. So there's latches on his tank. They're acrylic latches. They're really small, but even without the latches, it's pretty snug on the tank. So even if, or I thought, even if I forgot to, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
No, he knows how to push himself out of there.
Yes, they're smart. They're
Yeah,
smart cookies.
in the world.
Yeah.
So he had to press himself to get between that piece of plastic.
Mm-hmm.
Just yeah. Also, they're funny animals. Like you were saying with the ball, I didn't think it would be funny. My same one, Hades. I've caught him shoving crickets in his mouth, like like 2, 3 at a time, and then holding like this, and just looking at me like when I'm gonna hand him another one.
Like, stop it.
Yes, I should have recorded him. I didn't though, but it was one of the funniest things. My son was with me while I was feeding him, and he was just cracking up. He was like, "Mom, why is he eating like that?" And I was like, "I don't know."
He's being a big back.
Yeah, he was having a Big Mac moment, and it's like he wasn't grabbing it. He was like literally just grab 1, 2, and then there was a third one sticking out, and then he still wanted more, and he grabbed the other 2 in his hand, and he ate them all in one night.
Oh, wow.
Like,
He
sir,
was not playing. He was hungry.
no.
That's funny.
Obviously my mantis is pretty funny. Uh, I wish I could have showed y'all earlier. He was dancing to the music.
Yeah.
He also throws food on me too.
Oh.
When he's done, if I feed him, he'll throw
Mhm.
it on me when he finishes.
Was
So that's something I didn't expect. These animals are actually pretty funny.
yeah. So when you first started, was there an animal that you actually wanted first before getting what you got originally?
No, I got really lucky with the black lab
Yeah.
because when I went to the convention, they had one, but they had it kind of like behind all the other ones.
Uh-huh.
Showing them the name, the scientific name, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Is this one?" They're like, "Yes." So I got lucky with that. I got the one that I originally wanted.
Oh, hi Rashad. I was looking at the comments. That's funny because you kind of have the same story as me when I started out too. When I first went to my first expo, I wanted the Brazilian Black Lab. And so I did. I ended up getting it from Caleb Hill, Wicked Webs. Guys, go check him out. And so when I asked him, "Can I get the the pole creeps?" Because I didn't know really the name back then, and he was like, "The Hyperactia pole crepes." I'm like, "No, no, 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 the black one." He's like, "The Choco Goldeny, the Gran Marcelo poker piece." I'm like, "No, no, 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 the actual black one." Like the he's like, "Oh, Gran Marcelo Pokra." I'm like, "Yes, yes, yes, yes." So he had one left, and he gave it to me, and I was like, "Yes." It was so tiny. But if, over time, well, not over time, I think like a year later, it died because I got stuck in a mold. So I was so heartbroken. And
Oh.
yeah, so every time I get my hands, or if I could get my hands on a Gran Marcelo Pokra, I need it. So now I have 4.
Oh.
Yeah. But to everyone watching, please, it's underrated. You need to get yourself a Gran Marcelo Pokra.
I feel like if you're collecting, you have to get that one.
Yeah, it's like a staple.
Yeah, it's like a gateway drug into the hobby.
Yep. Yeah. It basically is.
Once you get that one, you're gonna end up with like 20.
Hmm. And that's not really, a lot of people say like, um, "Oh, you're just collecting, you're it's a hoarder, you're being a hoarder." No, that's an actual thing. Okay, let's separate that
Yeah.
word. That's a whole completely little thing. Um, but it's not about just like collecting. It's about studying the different species, and each one has their different personalities, but there's so much that you can learn, and it's just amazing. Like, do you have any old worlds?
I don't believe so. I should
Okay.
try that, shouldn't I? No, I don't think so. Because when I looked them up, I don't think any of them were. No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So is that okay? When I first started, I didn't want to get any old world because of the obvious reasons, but I jumped into it and I was like, it's not that bad. So do you have that same feeling?
Are you saying the old world because they're like more?
Medically significant? Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been into that one with the tarantulas as much as I've looked into the scorpions.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. I think I would wait until I have a house for sure. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
and I want it like a private area if I have those type of species.
Yeah.
I have a son, but he's already old. He's 10, and by
Ah,
the time I have a house, he'll be a little older.
right.
So
Yeah.
I'm not too worried, like in regards to kids or anything like that. But uh, yeah, I'll probably wait till I get a house. My fiance is not gonna be happy about it.
More shelves, more shelves.
I mean, he doesn't have to go in the room, but
But he supports you with your hobby.
He
Oh,
does. He at first he thought I was crazy, but
what?
I think it's a normal reaction. I used to get offended in the beginning when like I would tell people and they like had like sometimes it's a rude reaction, but I try to understand like it's not common,
Right.
expect people to be like, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah. Why? Why? That's the
Yeah.
question, I guess. Why? Yeah. Um,
I even got as far as somebody like scrutinizing me, saying like, "Why would you put something like that around your son? Why would you put him like that's dangerous? What if?" And I'm just like, it's not like gonna kill him. Like,
right.
unfortunately, there's more dangerous things for these kids than my spider.
Exactly.
So yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things when you first get into the hobby is the scrutiny and the criticism.
That's why I made my Instagram page, because I was tired of people kind of low key bullying me. But
Hmm.
just like, I think there's other people out there that like this stuff that I like, so let me
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
That's how I met you. So
yeah. And now look, we have this giant community that we're all supporting each other. Of course, there's some oddballs that want to ruin it, but we
mhm.
stick together. You know, that's what I really love about this whole community thing. And so, for everyone who's watching, thank you for being kind to not these two pretty ladies here, but everyone in the community. So, thank you. Just a shout out to that.
Mhm.
Yeah. What was the other question that I had? I have like this paper every week. I have a paper, a list that I want to ask and stuff. Um, but yeah, so when you first started out, how was your like? Okay, I know everyone goes through this, but when when tarantulas molt, they
Mhm.
their back and it's a process. How did you feel when it took forever?
With my Asamani, that one took forever, and it scared me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it took like almost 2 or 3 days, and like it wasn't even like halfway in.
Wow.
Yeah, so I got scared with that one, but my other ones I didn't really. They for luck, as far as it's been now, I haven't had any issues.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Good.
hoping that I don't get more issues.
Yeah. And there's a lot though that just we need to learn about.
Mm.
I first started, there was a lot of stuff that I learned, and I thought I knew it all back then. But no, it's a constant learning process when you're taking care of these animals. Like I thought when I first started reading about the molting process, they lie on their back, they make a web mat, they lie on their back, and then they just push out their exoskeleton.
Mhm.
No, it takes time. They need to have a proper environment for them to actually get out because it takes a lot of hydration out of them to do
Mhm.
that. And I was like, wow, it really is a lot of stuff. And then not only that, but after they molt, it's a whole thing too. So,
That was something I had to learn too. They're like super fragile.
mhm,
I didn't know that. I just thought they're just normal when they shed, but no, they're very fragile.
yeah. Did you record your first tarantula when it first started molting?
No, because the other one that didn't take forever, which was my black lab one, she did it really fast, so I never could catch her.
Yeah.
She's done it 3 times and I can't catch her. Like I don't know how she does it, but
Mhm.
um, those two, yeah, those two are the only ones that have molted so far.
Mhm.
My sun tiger I just recently got is still smaller, but that one buries a lot, so
Yeah.
I'll be able to catch him molt either.
Yeah.
That
When
one's now, so
when did you get your sun tiger?
I want to say a month ago, maybe.
Okay.
That one was on my list,
Yeah.
so I
That's
really,
bold.
huh?
That's a bold one. So for everyone watching, the Venezuelan sun tiger is the Samopaeus armenia. And did you expect? What did you expect when you got it?
Well, everything I read about it and what I had seen from other people I follow is they're extremely fast. They're like you don't even see where they go.
They teleport.
They teleport. They're beautiful
Mhm.
and they can be aggressive, food aggressive.
Yes.
Mine is definitely food aggressive. Um, what else? Yeah. So That's my first tree species tarantula, though. So that's another reason I wanted them, because I don't have any tree species.
Yeah.
So I added one to my collection.
Yeah. And did you know the mostly the Samopaeus genus, it's their venom is kind of equally equivalent to an old world for being a new world.
I just recently learned that after I handled them.
Wait, what? You got to handle it?
Yes, I handled them one time.
Oh,
I
that's
never.
yeah, yeah.
They're too fast. Like they're just it wasn't aggressive or anything, but I like 1 second it was in my hand, the next it was in my back. I was just like, oh my god.
Wait, you said it ran on your back?
Mhm.
How did you get it off?
I had to get my fiance to be. I had to get him to come around, look at my back, tell me where it was, so that I could put my hand like backwards, so that I could. Oh no. Yeah, it was too fast for me. Way too fast.
I still haven't had any of my tarantulas escape. Wait, nope, I'm lying.
I was gonna say I know there was one that escaped recently.
Yeah.
Your big one, right?
Yes. It's on my Instagram. Well, kind of escaped, not really. Well, okay, no, you're right. So that one was my Tittle Cloud over Desi. That was, I think, last year. He had his legs out from the enclosure because it was broken. And so he was like trying to get out. And my nephew was like, DT Cat, your tarantula's escaping. And I'm like, no.
Oh,
But
no.
that one, and then my OBT that is still a mystery that somehow it wasn't in it's in little tiny enclosure. Yes, a sling OBT
Oh.
gone. And then what was the other one? Oh, my it was an old world trapdoor that I got from Tom Patterson from
Oh.
Hardcore Arachnids. Go check him out, guys. Okay, so it was, tiny.
Oh.
I was taking it out and I recorded it, but I didn't get it like actual recorded. So I did everything proper, double bin, put it, make sure everything is secure. Bam, that thing ran up through my leg, up my chest, back down, and it went all the way around. And I was like,
Oh.
I do. So for those of you watching, if that happens to you, stay calm.
Mhm. I tell my fiance and my son, because they've seen me handle them, and I'm like, if they ever run or sting me, bite me, do not touch it, leave it alone. I can handle it. I've spent too much hours and time and money on my pets. You know what? If I get bit, I deserve it. I did
Oh,
something last week.
oh no.
But
Oh,
yeah, no, you definitely. Wait, so did you find that spider, or you say you didn't find it?
the OBT.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the trapdoor spider, you lost it?
Oh no, I got her back in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It was just like the fastest thing I've ever seen. I'm like,
that's on my list. I want one of those.
yeah,
The hourglass butt.
the hourglass. What? Oh, wait, hourglass? You mean
It looks like an hourglass, kind of.
Black Widow?
No, no. It has like a flat abdomen, and they're called trapdoors. I don't know the scientific name, but the bottom of their abdomen's like flat.
Are, are the legs like this kind of?
No.
Because huntsmans look like that.
Huntsman.
Huntsman spiders, yeah.
I'll have to send you a picture
Yeah,
because maybe I'm wrong, but I
please
love.
do.
Mhm.
Oh, that's another good thing. Only my snake escaped, but he was only for oh, that's funny. Yeah, not only are spiders get out, but we also have reptiles too that can escape too.
How's
But
doing?
it's not alarming.
How's your chameleon?
He is a mess. I don't know what I got myself into.
He has so much attitude. It's so funny.
Yes. That's one thing I love though. Like, we're not just tarantula people, we're also reptile people, we're scorpion people, we're mantis people, and there's just so much that we learn, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Let me hold on, go to the comments. uh, so I don't know why I like on my screen doesn't like
Somebody,
pop up at the same time.
I'm sorry. The Thai hourglass trapdoor. That might be the correct one.
The
If
top.
it's the black one.
Oh, the Circopagopus.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Excuse me. Go. Hi, baby, go. Sorry, my cat. He's gonna come back like in a few seconds and try to open the door. So annoying. But yeah. So what's one thing that you always wanted to learn when you first started getting into the hobby?
What did I want to learn more? I wanted to know more on how long they lived, because like obviously a lot of species live different lengths of time and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was very obviously in my page. I hold my arachnids and stuff a lot. So I wanted. I know it sounds crazy, but I want to know if I can hold it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm weird. I'm like, let me see if I can hold it. Like, I'm that weirdo that sees, oh, it looks friendly and cute. Let me try to, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
That urge.
yeah, yeah. I have urges to hold these animals, even though I probably shouldn't sometimes. But, uh, yeah, that
Yeah.
was one of the first things that could come to my head. Let me touch it.
Let me hold you.
Let me touch it.
Yeah. But Stephanie, the way you handle your scorpions, and then the love that you have for your tarantulas, whenever I see you, like, I admire you. It's like endearing, because you're just, the way you speak to them is like endearing, because you're like, my baby this. I'm like, yes, they're our children.
Yeah. I like to think that I mean, I know people say that they don't have feelings, they don't think, they're just survival mode, but in my little brain, I want to believe that they know something.
Let us be
Yeah,
delusional.
let us be delusional. We're delusional about men. Let us be delusional about please. Okay?
Yes.
But I will say, sorry on that topic. I kind of have to believe that's true though, because with my two tarantulas, the first ones that I got, uh, Morticia is like that's her name, Morticia.
Yeah.
Um, she was extremely skittish of my voice when I first got her. Like, if she heard it, she would run. If I talked too loud, she would run.
Mhm.
I could literally be laughing high volume, and she does not care anymore.
Yeah.
So it makes me think like they do get familiar
Y-
somehow.
Yeah. So it's called muscle memory for them, because of the certain vibrations and their radicating hairs. They have um, these basically muscle memories.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so each individual hair is a receptor. And so they can, through those hairs, they can receive like any chemical difference. They can smell that, they can sense that. And so the vibrations, when we speak, or even if we're just walking by, they know it. So they recognize that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. I think so. And my mantis,
mhm,
definitely.
mhm.
He's clean.
Yeah.
He's
So
clean.
over time,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Um, I don't know. I think so. For tarantulas, they have muscle memories, but for like true spiders and my tailless whip scorpion, forget it. He's not gonna know. He's gonna be like, "What the heck is this monster?"
I want a tailless whip too. That's on
Um, there's a species of them in Puerto Rico that are endangered, and so my tailless whip scorpion, my amphiphysid was. I didn't know this. I found this out afterwards. I feel like I don't know if I should say it, but I'm just so grateful. Okay, so mine was actually a gift from Tom Patterson, who actually gave it to my friend Junior at Epic Reptiles because I couldn't go to the expo like a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, this was actually on my birthday in January. And so I messaged Tom, like, I want to go to the expo, but I won't be able to go. And I told my friend Junior I won't be able to go. And the expo was actually the day of my birthday. And so Junior was like, he went to Tom. He was like, oh, Kat can't be here. Can I get some stickers or some merch? And he was like, here, give this to her. So Junior sent me his other stuff that he sent me, but he also sent me that. And then come to find out later that Junior told me, oh, Tom gave you this. I'm like, why did you tell me this in the beginning? So I treat that little thing like if it's like a little like trophy,
Aw.
it's really cute. But
They're so cool looking. I love the way they look.
mhm. And is that something that you want on your list or your bucket list?
Yeah, I have a list. I wrote it down for you.
Oh, okay.
Let me go get the list. And
Tell
I don't have the scientific name of some of them.
That's okay.
Okay. Tailless whip scorpions 1.
Okay.
The Avioluria
I'm
versus
sorry.
the Avicularia.
Oh, yes. My friend Chris has one.
The Achilles and pink toe tarantula.
Avicularia.
Okay. Velvet spider.
Mm-hmm.
Want a black one. And
Yes.
death la. This is the scientific name, but the devil's curtain web spider. But I want
Oh,
it. Mm-hmm. And
little
red.
bit.
Those are beautiful to me. I would never hold it though. It scares me.
They're really fast.
Huh?
They're really fast.
Oh yeah. I want to see if I can get the red and black one. I love the colors on that one.
Oh, yeah.
And then the last one's one I was saying earlier, the trapdoor spider.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I really want one of those.
Yeah. So Avicularia, Velvet Spider, Linotheli, Curtain Web, and the Arboricola. Arboricola. I like saying that. Yeah, those are beautiful. That's a beautiful list. It's very interesting.
They are. I probably have more. I just didn't write them down.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have one more. Wolf spider.
Oh, the little ones or the big ones?
I want a big one.
So, guys, go check out, and Stephanie, go check out Megan Lee, Fangs Out. She just got a Carolina Swift Spider.
Ooh.
It's huge. It's gorgeous. Yeah.
They have them here, native to Texas, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm literally trying to go catch one. I can't. I'm not fast enough.
Yeah. Yeah, they are fast too. Yeah. But so for your aviculator, for the pink toe, there's different morphs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So which one do you want?
I'm not sure, honestly. I liked all of them. The
Okay.
one that was kind of like a blue purple color. I'm
Oh,
not sure.
okay. Aviculator, the purpura. Purpura.
Is that what it's called? Okay.
Yep.
And then I also just want a regular pink toe. just a
Okay.
tree one.
Yeah.
Those ones are so cute to me.
Yes, they are. They're okay. My Avicularia bonbon, she's the she's not a tarantula. I swear, she is a human being, the sweetest little thing ever. Like she's just so sweet.
Oh,
Yeah. A lot of most of the tarantulas, they are wild, but a lot of them are pet rocks, and they're just the most amazing things in the world.
they are.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of them are puppies, and some of them are kittens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if I'm just saying, hear me out. If you were to make that step to getting an old world, what kind of do you have a list in mind or?
Tarantulas.
Mm.
Can you remind me the more common old world ones?
Yeah. Okay, so we have the M. balfouri, the Socotra Island blue baboon. That's yeah, that's the number one most common one. The other one is the Hadbactira pulchripes. It's the orange and blue leg baboon. The other one is the Poecilotheria, the most well, not the most venomous, but I would say yeah, they're not the most venomous, but they really are on top of the list. So those are like the blue Goody Sapphire ones.
Those,
The
are those really tiny ones? Or no? I'm
no
thinking.
no 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 no
Okay.
no no. The one that you're thinking of is the one that um Chris likes, the T. Celadonia. That's the like the Brazilian jewel.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what they're called.
Yeah, no, that's a new world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Um, I think for you, for your first old world, you should get a Ceratogyrus genus. Those are the horned baboons.
Horned baboons.
Yeah, so they're the ones that have horns. Okay, in my experience, they have been the best old world for me in my experience. Sweethearts for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to consider that. I'm pretty sure one of our pet stores or reptilian stores sells one of those. Because the baboons, I've seen them everywhere.
Yes, the horns. Those that's actually the my first old world and the ones that I'm actually studying. So there's 9 species, 10. The 10th one is a mythical one because a lot of people claim that they've seen this one, but it's not really out there. So let me show you real quick the let's see. So Tom sent me this sticker, Tom Patterson. This is the largest horned one. It's called the Ceratogyrus. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Ceratogyrus antinotifer. Their
Mm-hmm.
horn is so huge, like it goes all the way down to their body. But in here is my Ceratogyrus darlini. It's the rear horn. So that is my sweetheart. She's a sweetheart.
Oh.
Yeah, I love them. There's 9 species, and I'm trying to get all 9, like Pokemon. Okay, Chris, you can take me off from. So thank you. But yes, yeah, that's basically the best old world that you could get yourself into.
Send me that in a message just so I don't forget. So
Yeah, yeah, I'll send it to you. So for our last question, wow, I can't believe wow, time flew by. What the heck?
I love talking to you.
No, we talked before now. Like, I'm falling in love.
I know it's
So for our last question is, what is something positive you want people to know?
in regards to what exactly?
Um, about yourself, about
Oh,
you getting into the hobby, or just the industry at all.
positive. I don't know if I mentioned this part. I should have mentioned in the beginning, but when I first got in, like, really into the hobby and like actually buying the tarantula and taking those first steps, I had this like little thing in the back of my head, like, about judgment, you know? Um, and I would say, if you, and it doesn't just have to be tarantulas, it could be any hobby, you know? Like with you like to do taxidermy with the bones and things like that, which isn't conventional.
Mhm.
Um, but like, if there's something that you want to do, you know, just go for it. Like, who cares about the judgment? It might seem weird to somebody, but you will meet somebody that will enjoy what you like. And that was something that kind of like lingered in my head for a little bit, and why I made the Instagram, because I just didn't want to feel alone. And I've, you know, met some really nice people through my hobby now.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I would just say, if there's anything that you're curious about, no matter how weird it might seem, like, just go for it. Like, you only live once.
Yellow.
You only live once.
Yeah.
People are always gonna say something negative, no matter what, even if it's, you know, drawing. So
Yeah.
just do what you want to do and whatever makes you happy.
Mm-hmm. I thank you. I really agree with that too. And you know, it's not, there's more happiness in giving than there is in receiving. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what we do in
Mm-hmm.
or in this industry, in this community.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And don't be, I would say also, just last thing, don't be afraid to be wrong. Don't be afraid to, like, you know, you might have a tarantula setup you just bought and someone starts commenting, or somebody might not agree. Like, it's okay. Like, you can fix it, you can change it. That's the beauty of a hobby, is you're not going to know everything. You know, nobody does. So just be open for comments and concerns, and just know you're going to mess up. You're not going to be perfect.
right. That is so true. Thank you for mentioning that. That's a good reminder. Really, really good reminder. Oh my goodness. So this has been, I can't believe this went by like this. That was amazing. Stephanie, I love you. You've been so great. Your experiences has grown this hobby. And I hope you continue to learn more, and whatever you learn, share it with others.
Mm-hmm.
And one last message would be, don't just be an inspiration, be a motivator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So thank you, Stephanie, for being on the show. Thank you so much. Yes. But before we go, shout out to some of our sponsors, Cold Blooded Cafe, Lace Balls, um, a whole bunch more that I cannot think of right now. But shout out Fitters, Juices Arthropods, Hardcore Arachnids, Tarantula Cribs. Um, oh my goodness, Frank Chavez, Frank's Bucket 661. Thank you, everyone. And most importantly, thank you to Chris from Untamed and Unhinged Reptiles. Please like, comment, share, and follow and subscribe if you dare. So we'll catch you next time. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
In the shadows where